want your grandmother to hear you say those words.
I was named after a soap opera character.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Glen Gould is a good one, but I was named after a soap opera character. Do you remember the spin-off of Another World called Texas?
Yeah.
Right? Didn't everybody love Cecile? Cecile was great, right?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
So, you thought about a weird name that nobody recognized. Nobody recognized that. I was from the soap opera called Texas. There was a character named Ashley.
Oh yeah,
Go Texas. And I think it was maybe a girl. But of course, you know, Mom didn't know what she was getting. She still doesn't know what she got. Hi, Mom.
Oh, is she watching?
Before we know it, we'll never really know.
Yeah, she's out there. Hi, Mom.
So in Port Hawkesbury, she's there with her sister-in-law, Elaine McNeil. Elaine, nice to see you today. All our families are interconnected, and even some of the ones that we're from member to are connected to people in Millbrook or in Buckmatech or different places.
Oh yeah.
Your last name is Gould.
Gould.
But you told me you hung out with a very famous Canadian for a lot of periods of your life when you were younger, who we all have heard of, and of course was so responsible for treaty rights actions and so many things, and the negative we won't talk about because it doesn't deserve mention, because the government was arseholes, so we'll move on from that. Brian Maroney, you're in the States right now.
Yes, that's right.
But your cousin, Donald.
My uncle.
Your uncle, Donald Marshall.
Yeah.
You have relations all over. He was from that area, right? So.
I have relations all over. I couldn't date around here, actually. You know, I found my first wife in Toronto.
No, listen, you can't. But this is what you got to date a Gudgeman.
Date a Gudgeman, eh? I don't know about that one, man.
Another country.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Is that like a Scottish guy, a Gudgeman?
A Gudgeman for a Scottish person, yes.
Yeah.
Gudgeman.
So, I want to do a comedy show called Gudgeman. Like, you know, pretending that you're one group and you're not the other. Like, you see these people now all the time on the internet. Somebody wants to identify as a cat. Right?
Oh.
There's everything now. I'm identifying as
unicorns.
I'm an eagle, right?
Yeah. Okay, you're an eagle now. Okay, your Indian name will be Gitpoo.
Gitpoo.
But now I'll name you Gitpoo, my brother. Yeah, it's actually the word for eagle.
Right. I thought you were saying like a gig. You know, like playing a gig. You've done a lot of gigs in your life.
Done a few gigs. Yeah, just a few.
Now, your opportunity here tonight is presented just like mine in this beautiful Music on the Hill facility.
Yes.
Because of the vision of Mr. Goo Goo himself right there over the corner.
That's right.
On camera. But come say hello, wave. Come on up.
Morley here.
Say a few words. We can't just demonstrate a place in Morley's house and not have them say in the creation
Welcome
of this.
to Music on the Hill. This is our executive producer, Morley Goo Goo.
Well, I just want to welcome everyone here and make vision turn into reality for me. You know, and this one of the most important things for me is to kind of bring music to a top level where we can enjoy it the way we do. And I pray each day when I do Smudge, Creator, send people my way that can help me and that I can help. Help me carry out your work. Please bring the people. And you are all the people, and here's to all the people that are making, just imagine. Buying this house, I just needed to take care of the space that is going to be for all of us. So anyway, I'll leave it back to the show. I just want to thank every one of you guys for coming here tonight.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Tell me a story, Glen, about you and creativity when you were young and probably become such a famous actor eventually that you share the screen with many notable artists that people have heard of.
I can tell you what got me into it, yeah. What got me into it was Justice Denied. Who remembers Justice Denied? They made that movie about my uncle. And my grandparents played themselves in that film. And I was 17, you know, full of piss and vinegar, selling hash out of the food court at the Sydney Shopping Center. You know, yeah. So, you know, sold a little hash on Charlotte Street, maybe, down to Drag.
Not a bad thing.
Right?
Back in the day.
Yeah, police loved me. I was yes, and I was also a businessman.
Right.
Yeah.
So the business
I was an entrepreneur. So no, it started when I got to hang out with my grandparents because they portrayed themselves in that film, if you remember. And I was young. I lived with them when they were making the film. So I was driving them everywhere, and I got to know the main actor who was portraying my uncle, and I said, "Oh, hey, you're a real Indian?" And he's like, yeah. I said, oh, okay. Where you from? Where you from? And he goes, I'm from the trap line. And I was like, the trap line? What the fuck is that? I knew, like, a trap line. Yeah, what the hell is a trap line? And he goes, oh, it's where my family moves their camp according to seasons. And we move around, you know, on the trap line. And, yeah. So I was like, okay, So this guy is like a bush, he's like a bush Indian.
He's like me.
How did he go from being one of those bush Indians to being an Indian on TV? And so I had these questions for him, and he told me about this place in Toronto called Native Earth Performing Arts.
A place to learn and foster.
Run by his uncle. It was the only professional Native theater company in the country at the time. And I had no training, nothing like that. So what happened was, I got into trouble for selling hash out of my mother's basement window. Right? Everything was about hash back in the day here in Cape Breton, right?
Well, and there was weed oil too.
Yeah, but that was expensive though. That was more pricey and messier.
Florence was the hash.
Yeah. It was like, you know, we're a hash culture, Cape Breton, I guess you could say, right?
So how did you get into school?
Well, I walked in there and I said, hey, I'm Glen Gould. I'm an actor new to town, and I'm wondering if you have any auditions. I wasn't an actor.
Fake it till you make it.
I was a fucking bullshitter. I was bullshitting, but you know, I was like, I'm here and I want to do it. 3 months later, I got an audition, and I got my first acting gig was the national tour of Toronto Dreamers Rock by Drew Hayden Taylor. We went across the country. We won a Dora Award for that particular production, and I was the new kid on the block. Everybody just wanted me. Oh, I was like, I had long hair. I was like, oh man, everybody was chasing me around. So. Oh, straight up, yeah. But you know what? Here my problem was, I had curly hair. Can you picture a curly-haired Indian flying into war on a fucking horse? It doesn't work. They said, hey, look at that warrior, man. He's got a perm.
You know, that's the same thing that's been happening. It's been happening already and can happen out of here for young Indigenous people. It doesn't have to be. But the opportunity is in when that spark is there in a young person to make music, or to make a film, or to make a sculpture, or to do intricate beadwork, whatever it is. It can be playing jigs at square dances. Whatever type of art that's there, it has to have a break for the new and the young.
Yes.
When that school you went to led you to 3 months later, you know, having an acting thing. This is what I say. Give me a real birthday present. I hope I'm giving you a birthday present. You enjoying the show, folks? So, tell your friends out there on Facebook. Share it if you're doing it now. It'll be available online to watch. Tell them about what this place is and go to the website, because we want you to give the gift back, which is to tell your friends that Music on the Hill will inspire new creativity, so people like you were once young in Cape Breton can be making famous roles. So tell me some of the roles you play on films.
Oh my God, there's so many of them. Well, right now...
What's the one you're doing right now?
Right now, I'm in the Tulsa King on Paramount Plus with Sylvester Stallone, playing Jimmy the Creek. We're going back for season 2. Go back for my first episode between April 1st and 15th. And I know so far I'm in 4 episodes. That's about all I can tell you about anything about the show. And we're in Atlanta, Georgia.
Why are you shooting there?
What's that?
Why are you shooting in Georgia?
Because Sly said it was too hot in Oklahoma City.
Well, you're doing what Sly said.
He didn't like it. Yeah, you could fry an egg on the pavement there. It was like, yeah.
So I'm going to get you to do something else for you.
Yo.
We're going to be making our own TV shows.
That's right.
We have one called The Call. And so I have the opportunity to work with this man who's been on screen so many times.
That's right.
And tonight here we're acting in another capacity. We're acting as hosts. We're talking about this next group of musicians. And I know you just met them backstage. And one of the things when you talk to people and you have conversations, listen to each other, what they have to say, and you get new things you learn. What did you learn, or have you talked very much? Because you're going to learn when you hear about Judd Gunning. About
Judd Gunning? Well, I know that his father is Dave Gunning.
We all know who Dave Gunning is, again, award-winning performer.
Yeah, I didn't get to speak with him too much back there, Ashley.
Okay,
but I know he likes dirty jokes.
What do you know about Hubert?
I know he likes dirty jokes.
Do you know anything about Hubert Francis?
Hubert Francis, well, here he is our Grand Poobah. He is our elder in residence.
Hubert, I want to get Hubert to come out and do a song first.
Right?
If Hubert's around, are you still back there?
He's right there. He's right there.
Hubert, you want to come and do a couple of songs? Maybe I'll play a fiddle to it. But Hubert Francis will open tonight's event.
Almost didn't recognize him because usually he's here shirtless.
Yeah, right. We were having breakfast the other morning in the green room, early rehearsals, making things, and he said, "No, I'm not Buddha." No shirt on, right?
All right.
Bingo, exactly. Oh, the boys were getting stinko. The dog was playing Plinko. The dogs loved the big ball. Bingo on a late Saturday night.
Hubert gives us a lot of wisdom here. You know, tell you a little bit about music on the hill here. The ancestors brought us here together. Hubert, Morley, myself, and the three of us, we have a really strong spiritual connection. And so Hubert here gives us a lot of wisdom when we need to sit down and talk to an elder for advice and stuff of how we're feeling. You know, we have talking circles once a week. We smudge every morning and we have prayer. And we really believe in the power of prayer. And, you know, when you're having a hard time in life, you know, we've all been through stuff. And our prayers is what brought us together here. And to find a place of healing. That's one of the places that Music on the Hill is all about. It's a place of healing. And I hope you can all feel that healing when you walk into this space. It's comfortable, it's safe, it's...
Where's the Marshall brothers? Are they
happy?
Yeah?
They're around.
If the Marshalls are back, you want to come up and join us? Let's see
the Marshall boys, the Marshall boys.
See, now that's something when we do this next show, it's called the Marshall Brothers Variety Hour. We don't use the word Marshall, we use the word Marshall.
Awesome.
Because somebody was probably an actual Marshall, and that's what it was carrying, right? Let's see if they show up. I see Merle is making his way to the stage. Merle is one big drink of music.
All right, everybody, have fun. I'm going to step off the stage, and I'll be back a little later. Hope you're enjoying yourselves.
Your brother is there too.
All right, can we just hold on for a second, Ashley, before we have something, we have a treat for you. But before this treat comes out here, can you tell me something? Tell me, what was your funniest experience or encounter ever with a Mi'kmaq person?
You said funny or what?
Funny or, you know, it's something entertaining. Let's say, yeah.
Dangerous.
Yeah, did I say dangerous? Did I say dangerous? I might have.
Dangerous in a fun way.
But interesting, like, or funny, like something hilarious.
Well,